Just a couple stream settings that I forgot to do, but with that being said, hello everybody and welcome to Cleveland Browns Stadium. Our first stream in 4 weeks. It has been nearly an entire calendar month since the last stream. We come back with an overcast game live at Browns Stadium. Two teams looking to make a playoff surge. The Browns in control, the 5th seed in the AFC, getting a little bit of help from the Indianapolis Colts today. And the Bears looking to claw their way back. 8% chance at a playoff spot right now. But all you got to do is give them a little bit of hope, and they will take it a long, long way. Justin Fields played in his first career game here, I believe. Or it may have been one of his first career games, in which he was sacked 9 times, including 4.5 times by Myles Garrett. So he hopes to exercise a couple of demons tonight. Big time game. The 5-8 Bears, the 8-5 Browns. And an overcast day in Cleveland, Ohio. Dustin Hopkins, one of the best kickers in the AFC and in the league, as a matter of fact, ready to get us started. Should be a Pro Bowler. One of the best offseason signings the Browns made. What's good? XSM. We are locked, loaded, and ready to go. Back into our simulation season grind. What's good, GD? What's good, Sports Prot? It has been a while since I've been here, so we're going to try to get back to basics, but the roster should be as updated as possible. What's good, Exhaust? Hopkins on for the kickoff. We're underway. Bears begin with the football. Return is taken from the 3-yard line, and this is a decent return. Velus Jones Jr. out across the 30-yard line. Been live in a minute. YouTube telling me don't forget you're a moderator. It's true. What's up, John Zeller? We are back. A lot of Bears fans ready for this game. And of course, I myself, as a Browns fan, hoping we could inch one step closer to a playoff spot. Should be an interesting game tomorrow, that's for sure. In the playoffs of fantasy, love to see it. I was in the playoffs in 3 of my 4 leagues. Looking to keep it up here. As Fields will start with the football at the 31-yard line. Sets DJ Moore in motion, who is going to take a jet sweep up the middle. And he will gain 3 yards. Now, the Cleveland Browns, let's talk about injuries. Because you look at any position on that football field, and they are just absolutely riddled from front to back. 23% of their active roster is on injured reserve. That are numbers right there that the 2021 Ravens and 2020 49ers are only competing with. As Foreman gets a carry to the right side, shuts off the first tackle, picks up 6 on his first carry. Nothing going to be shown on screen, but I can read these out to you. Full season injuries for the Cleveland Browns: Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, Jakeem Grant, Michael Woods, Jack Conklin, DeJuan Jones, Jedrick Wills Jr., Maurice Hurst, Rodney McLeod, Grant Delpit, Jacob Felix, and Ogbo Okoronkwo. Browns currently have 14 players, yes, 14 on injured reserve. I-formation carry, 3rd-and-1. Myles Garrett gets in the mix and shuts the play down. A loss of a yard for Dante Foreman. And, Jonathan Zeller with the $9.99 as promised. This stream sponsored by a delusional Bears fan. I appreciate the donut. Let me give that a heart now. Didn't know I could do that, but it's going to be back, and I appreciate you guys sticking through and supporting, even towards the tail end of the real season. So the Bears unable to come up with a first down. It's kind of expected against this Browns defense. This is going to be a low-scoring game, as the punt on its way back, and it will be returned by James Prochet out to the right side. Actually, looks like Elijah Moore taking kick returns back today. And out comes Joe Flacco. What's good, Bolt? Realistic start. Fair enough. I mean, this Browns defense is tough as nails. Nothing ever easy against this team. It is going to be an interesting game, to say the least. John Zeller continues to make his push for first place over the $60 threshold of donos. Much appreciated. The Browns are going to start out empty with Joe Flacco, the elite QB himself, slinging the ball to the right side. Caught on the sideline, Amari Cooper with a gain of 16 of that Cleveland Browns first down. Joe Flacco won't have anywhere to throw. I disagree. He has been finding a way the last couple of weeks. 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in his first 2 starts as a Brown. Made that Jaguar defense look silly last week. Flacco now with 4 in the backfield to his left side. Will hand it off to the right side. And this brittle Browns O-line making a couple blocks. Ford will pick up 2. Definitely good to see all in chat. It is good to be back on the mic when I can. I do love to be doing this. Definitely a blessing. I'll probably try to stream again next week. I think Ravens 49ers might have to be a must stream. So see if I can squeeze that one in throughout the winter break as Flacco back in the pocket. It is collapsing. He throws on the run. It's incomplete. Pressure is off the edge in a big-time hurry. And the Bears aren't quite the healthiest team either. I believe they're going to have a couple key defenders out on Sunday. In a game-time decision, Juan Thornhill will be out as well. Denzel Ward will be up until the first snap of the game. Flacco on 3rd and 8. Going to heave this one down the middle of the field. Off time right there with Elijah Moore. And the Browns will punt. No, Jordan Addison went crazy this week. Ravens getting a pretty, I have a feeling. I hope the Ravens lose that game. There is still a realistic chance the Browns could be not only the AFC champion, but the entire AFC champion, the whole conference. Punt here from Corey Bojorquez, one of the best punters in the NFL. And this one is going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Bojorquez had a 75-yard punt last week from his own end zone to the opposite 25. It was a booming kick. And it made the NFL's Instagram page. How often does a punter do that? Yeah, the 1 seed. I basically just put a bunch of whipped cream and cherries on top of that one. Sugar-coated it a little bit, but it is the 1 seed. I would just like to win the division for the first time since 1989. That would be pretty cool. From the 20, Bears start their second drive. Handoff will go to Foreman up the middle. Picks up 3. Bears will have to earn every single yard. Brisker had 17 tackles. Wow. That is like Luke Kuechly numbers right there. That is something. But the Bears were a team that a handful of weeks into the season weren't sure they were going to win a game. They get a win over Washington, and all of a sudden, they have playoff hopes. That's a dump down the middle. Field starting the game about 2 for 2. With a gain of 5. Oh, I'm so glad that the Pittsburgh Steelers are now last place in the AFC North. It feels so good, I must say. It is definitely something that I am happy about. 3rd and 2 here for the Bears. Looking for their first down. Fields, quick pass left side, incomplete. Anthony Walker, who is also questionable right up until kickoff. With a big time pass break up there, more the intended receiver could not hang on. PI, understandable. Trenton Gill's on for the punt. The game's 3rd, the Bears 2nd. From his own 18-yard line, gets this one away. End over end. Returnable from the 30. And Moore stays on his feet up to the 36. Almost lost those hopes when the Vikes took that to overtime today. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, you guys would be happy about that, but I am disappointed because the Bengals loss would help the Browns quite a bit more. But man, am I happy that the Pittsburgh Steelers are in the basement. It is beautiful. Bengals won't go away. Exactly. I know. XSM. Chiefs are going to have to take care of them, and then the Browns the week after. I fear that that's the only way to keep them out of the playoffs. See what the Browns can do on their second drive, starting from the 36. Joe Flacco dropping back from center. Deep down the right sideline. He goes wide open. David Njoku. He's been his favorite target since he's taken over the reins. 2 touchdowns last week for the Chief. And he sets up the Browns inside the 30. The vision of Joe Flacco on that arm certainly isn't almost 39 years old. And Njoku was wide open down the sideline. Big Bean is just a heck of a punting game. He is. He would be proud. Browns look to score first on their second drive here from the Bears 28. Chicago rushes 4. Flacco right side to the end zone. David Njoku with the touchdown. Some may call that man Joe Flacco elite. And who can blame him? What a pass from Flacco. It's the same route and everything. And David Njoku gets free. Browns strike first at home. Now, for those that remember, this simulation really does not like Cleveland, so this is surprising. Oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That is something that can really be said as Hopkins on for the extra point. It's up and good. Hopkins has more missed extra points than he does 50-plus yard field goals this year. But I will not be one to complain about that. He has yet to cost us a game, and he has won us many. Losing stream is still a stream. It's true. Content is content, no matter what side of it you're on. That is the beauty of things. And the Steelers are the 11th seed in the AFC. Man, things are sweet, and they only get sweeter. Luigi guy, welcome back. Your Bengals got a big one today, although I'm not happy about it. I will congratulate you on that because you were 5-6. Looking at a really bad season because Jake Browning was your quarterback, and hold the phone. Mike Ford trying to chase him down, but it looks like the Bears have another special teams touchdown. And again, Tyler Scott with a big return. Certainly didn't expect that one, but it did happen. The Bears kick return team with a touchdown. And that will silence the crowd for a little bit here in Cleveland. Didn't even have to waste any time getting the Browns defense on the field. Maybe that's the best way to beat them. Not have to face their defense after all. Save it for real life, guys, for real. Well, I disagree with that, but obviously that's what you want. I feel you. I don't know how they won. They found a way. Any idea what the extent of Jamar Chase's injuries are, though? That's something I'm interested in. Just to know. But man, what a play there. That is unbelievable. Eclipse Storm, welcome back. Been a while since I've been on one of these. Been a while since I've streamed one of these. That's probably the reason. Well, last stream was November 20th. It is pretty outrageous, but that was the Eagles-Chiefs game back when we thought Kansas City would run the AFC, and really hasn't happened too much. Right shoulder injury. I don't know if he'll play the Steelers game, though. I don't think they're going to need him for that Steelers game. I'm not going to lie. Truth be told. Kickoff here. See if the Browns special teams can do the same thing. It looks like they'll take an 8. Jerome Ford sets up Joe Flacco at the 25-yard line. Cleveland's had a pretty good offensive start with a punt and a touchdown. Can't complain too much when you're on your 4th-string quarterback. And the extent of his contract is pretty badass, in my opinion. He gets paid $75,000 every game for the next 4 games, and then if he wins a wild card, $250,000. If he wins a divisional, $500,000. If he wins the championship for the AFC, that is going to be $1 million as he takes a read option. That goes for a loss of a yard. And if he wins a Super Bowl for the 2nd time in his career, he wins another $2 million on top of that. So it just keeps multiplying and building. But yeah, Chiefs receivers have cost them quite a bit. I think they should be able to sharpen it up here come playoff time. 2nd and 11. Handoff will go to Jerome Ford, who is going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage and a couple yards further up to the 27. What you got for the Bengals-Chiefs game? I'm going to go with Kansas City. I mean, you could say what you want about Joe Burrow owning that place, but Burrow's not playing. So I think the noise, the atmosphere, the weather, being on the road in general is going to be rough for Jake Browning. He has looked really, really good, I must say. But even so, Kansas City is a brutal place to play in late December. In January, Flacco down the middle with the stripe. Beautiful pass caught by Marquise Goodwin, who comes back this week from concussion. Browns are finally starting to get their receiving core trending in the right direction. Knock on wood. Not going to talk about the Mahomes meltdown. No. It's quite all right. Myles Garrett also got fined $25,000 this week for blaming the refs, although his was a lot more justified than Mahomes. That was a little embarrassing on his part. End of the first quarter, all square at 7. Handoff right side, stretch to Jerome Ford. He will pick up 2. Glad to hit double-digit viewers in the stream, too. Good to be back with a pretty good audience. Mahomes starting to be the most hated QB. I mean, when you're as good as you are and you do something like that, you're open to stuff. of that nature, that's for sure. 4-man rush, Flacco floats it down the middle, almost caught off the deflection. And it was nearly intercepted as well. First bad pass of the day by Flacco. Doesn't have to pay the price for it. It'll be 3rd and 8. Dak is very overhated. He's probably the favorite to win MVP, although I think it should be Tyreek Hill. You guys let me know who you think should be winning the MVP. On to 3rd and 8 from the 48. Joe Flacco, 5-man rush down the middle of the field, has another 3rd down conversion. Elijah Moore. Flacco's over the 100-yard mark already. Seems here, Hill. I still think it's Tyreek. Personally, I mean, we saw it on Monday night how bad they were without him in the game for just a couple quarters. 5 to go in the opening half. Flacco looking to take the lead back down the right side. It is intercepted and returned down the left side with blockers. This could be another defensive special team score. David Njoku saves the pick 6, but the Bears are in business. Jalen Johnson with the INT. Intended receiver there, I believe, was Amari Cooper. It was Marquise Goodwin. But Johnson bites on the route and it pays off. What's up, Cameron Archer? Hey, where would it be to get a non-QB MVP for once? It would be very weird, which is why I guess sports books are not happy about it at the moment. Bears with a short field to work with. They're going to start on the ground. Dante Foreman trying to find anywhere to go against this Browns defense. He ends up losing half a yard. What's up, Brendan Marks? Welcome back. And it's weird having you guys in this chat now compared to a month ago because everybody's circumstance has gone up and down, including the Giants and the Bears going in the right direction, the Chiefs in the wrong direction. It's been a chaotic last month of football, to say the least. Neither team really getting anything going on the ground so far. Fields off the play action, going to throw to his tight end, Cole Kmet, who gained 6. Didn't know Joe Flacco was still in Madden. I didn't either. But I guess they found him somewhere deep down in the free agents. Focus on the Super Bowl. I mean, honestly, you guys are a top 2 team right now. It's an understandable feeling. The hype is real in Dallas, and it's actually justified for once. Fields from under center finds a man to the right side. That's a completion. And a 1st down for St. Brown. Andy Reid and Mahomes magic keeps them in the lane. I don't disagree. I don't know. They just can't seem to beat good competition. Their entire division, minus the Broncos now, is just very weak at the moment, I believe. 1st down at 10 from the 14. Fields. Good protection down the middle of the field. That is caught into the end zone. It is going to be down at the 1. Very close to a Darnell Mooney touchdown. Well, this is the story of the Browns defense. They can hold you on a 75-yard field, but when their offense turns the ball over, they have the most giveaways in the NFL. Makes it difficult for this defense to get a stop from 25 yards out. As Justin Fields. Clean pocket, rolling right into pressure. He's going to be dumped down. Za'Darius Smith picks up the half sack there. And Dalvin Tomlinson will split it with him. Fields' first sack taken today. Poor Chargers. Now they got what they want. Now that Staley's gone, it is A-OK in Los Angeles. Bears would love to get into the end zone here with an I formation look. Foreman gets the left side handoff, trying to cut to the outside, and he does for the Bears. Touchdown. And Chicago has the lead, utilizing their special teams and defense in the process. Won't sign Mooney and pay Jalen, my take. That's not a bad deal, to be honest with you. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. and DJ Moore on the same team could be dangerous. I like that. AFC playoff race is crazy. Wow. Well, I'm going to have to keep tabs on this Broncos-Lions game while we're in stream. I would love for a big-time Detroit Lion W today. That is what I'm hoping for. Bears will kick it off to Cleveland. Chicago captures their first lead today. Browns did not trail at any point last week. Jerome Ford on the return. Barely breaks the 20. I mean, hey, if the Browns get to the playoffs, we might just win the Super Bowl. Joe Flacco is elite come postseason time. AFC does need a Detroit win, that is true. Well, the Broncos forced a punt there. So they have it 1st and 10 from their 15 on their next drive. But the Colts get a big win for their playoff hopes, and the Steelers take a massive loss. That is going to hurt them severely. Could be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Flacco, all the time in the world, down the right side. Jerome Ford gets inside Bears territory. And Flacco right back to Cook and a gain of 31. As we have the 2-minute warning, right back on the other side. Flacco going under center. Back to pass, pressure right down the middle. He loses the football, kicked up in the air, and it's picked up by the Bears defense. And this is going to be a scoop and score, Chicago. Defense on the board, special teams on the board. You name it, they got the box checked. Wow. And I was going to question what was going on there. It looked like Jerome Ford was supposed to have a block, and it just never did happen. And the Browns will take a 2-possession deficit after a kick return touchdown and a scoop and score for the Chicago Bears. 14 points off of turnovers. 21-7 here in the second quarter. Save it for real life. I know they're burning through all the magic right now. Bears fans are panicking. Browns might be the worst sim team ever. You're not wrong. Ever since they got rid of Baker Mayfield, I mean, if you guys remember Madden 20 sims, the Browns and the Cowboys would constantly be in the Super Bowl. And it was glorious. It was beautiful, Chet. Wow. Bears beat the Browns IRL? No. Steelers have a 9% chance at the playoffs now, Chet. Stand up now and face the sun. Let us all rejoice. Browns will try to benefit on this special teams return. Forward a little bit better. Past the 25, actually. Got to call him down at the 24. Yes, definitely going to stream postseason games, that's for sure. I mean, I tend to stop in the regular season around, week 8, week 9, depending on school starting and, the season catching up and whatnot. But I always try to make it a matter of fact to get my postseason in. And I'll usually do those games with Facecam too, depending on the situation. So we got a 1st and 10 here for Flacco and the Browns, who have been silenced here in the last couple possessions. Flacco through the air finds more on a gain of 4 yards. Yeah, Browns win tomorrow would be huge. But to be fair, if there's any game on our schedule that we can afford to lose from here on out, it would be tomorrow. Because that's an NFC opponent. Wouldn't kill us with tiebreakers too badly. Flacco facing a 4-man rush. Down the middle of the field, going to find Njoku. He's got enough for the first down. And so, Browns will move the sticks and try to continue this drive. As brittled with injuries as they are, they must march forward. Flacco, 4-man rush. Left side overshoots, good one. It's going to happen every now and then with Joe Flacco. That is just to be understood. Wow, and the Broncos are driving in one play. What's good, Chili? Fell off in the fantasy league? No. I'm chilling. I'm saving it for the playoffs, trust me. Flacco here, plenty of time to throw the football, but he's going to take a loss of 14 yards on the sack, and the Bears will start to burn through timeouts. Wow. Chat, on a scale from 1 to 10, how fraudulent are the Detroit Lions? They are really not what their record shows they are. And I kind of feel bad because should have been a really successful team this year. Left side carry goes to 40, picks up 2. And the Bears will burn a timeout, wanting the ball back and wanting more points. 3 or 3.5, 6. Okay. I'll mess with it. 7. How much do you think Joe Flacco will get sacked tomorrow? He'll probably get sacked 2 or 3 times. Nah, actually, probably 4. Both of our starting tackles and our backup tackles out, so we're on tackles 4 and 5. So it'll be pretty rough off the edge, but we'll have to figure it out. Bojorquez on for the punt. Chicago looking for another special team spark. As that's a big-time tackle by Sione Takitaki. A 2, okay. Or 2 times, yeah. That works too. I don't know, man. Need the Lions to come up big tonight, and it's looking like the Broncos are just going to march down the field every time. Lions defense is going to get them in trouble. Montez Sweat saved the Bears defense for sure. He might have. Well, Bears looking for more points. Not satisfied yet before the half. Fields rushing right, getting out of the pocket, stepping up across midfield, using his legs, diving down a gain of 18 yards. Oh, wow. And as I say that, maybe I should just keep my mouth shut, chat. Lions defense is perfectly fine. They get a fumble and a 33-yard return all the way to the Denver 37, and the AFC claps their hands in unison. You'd love to see it there. Get a Cowboys-Dolphins stream next week? I'll think about it. If there's any game I'm doing, most certainly, it's going to be the Ravens-49ers Christmas evening game. That is going to make my Christmas, that's for sure. Fields on a 1st and 10. Here comes Myles Garrett out of his blind side. Fields throws down the field on the run. Beautifully delivered. DJ Moore down the sideline. And Justin Fields using his legs to escape the sack and make a play down the field. Wow. That was beautiful. And it looks like Moore, no, he never did step out. Bears have to be careful here, though. Can't afford to get tackled in bounds. I think Justin Fields knows that. 1st down and goal. Fields surveying, throwing to the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Chicago, 28 points in the opening half. Wow. St. Brown gets in on the action. And the extra points to make it a 21-point Bears lead is up and good. Unbelievable. 3 plays, 62 yards. Fields and the Bears march down the field. Wow. And then the Lions proceed to go 3 and out for -2 yards. My goodness. That is rough. Top comment on Rio. Learn Chinese, Jared Goff. Yikes. That's rough. Completely forgot about the other St. Brown. Me too. He might just be better. Right now, well, I don't know. In this game, he's putting up some good numbers. Jerome Ford up the middle, good return up to the 33. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Browns will have 1 play, and then we'll hit halftime. Guess you're going to blow it out tomorrow. At least I sponsored the right game. It's true. If anything else, you have the simulation to give you the win. But, man, the Browns have just been decimated by injuries, and even Madden itself doesn't love to see Cleveland. Not in 24, not this year. Flacco, final play of the half. Rolling around in the pocket. Launching left side. It's almost intercepted again. And that'll take us to halftime. Chicago 28, Cleveland 7. What a half for the Bears. On all cylinders. 28 unanswered. My goodness. St. Browns are brothers. Yes, indeed. Wow. Steelers are really, really down bad right now. I couldn't be happier. Final score 42-14 could be. Yeah, pretty crazy baby name book. Yeah, that's an understatement. I would say that is an absolute understatement. Well, we will get the second half kicked off here. Browns start with a football, looking for a massive simulation comeback. Not sure 21 points has ever happened before in a Madden simulation that I've done. Forward up the middle to the 24. Browns up to the Dolphins in the wild card. I like that. I really do. College hoops final score. Kentucky with a big-time upset over number 9 North Carolina, 87-83 the final there. I'm a pretty big college hoops guy myself. My second most popular video actually is a March Madness highlight video, which continues to get about 15 views a day for some reason. It's pretty consistent. Unfortunately, it's copyright strike because I use copyrighted music, but it was fun while I made it anyway. I enjoyed it. Ford takes a stretch right side, picks up 7 yards. Wish the Browns would have done this earlier in the game when we didn't have to throw, but now we seem to be out of a position to run the ball a bit. Should link that. Can do. Yeah, when did I make this? 10 months ago is when I released it? Yeah. Second down 3, right side stretch, and Ford's got room to run down the sideline, close to midfield, out of bounds at the 47, with a pretty good stiff arm in there as well. There is the link for anyone interested. But, yeah, I don't know, there's, 67 games, including the first 4? So I would do about 4 games a day for whatever the math is on that, 17 days. Wasn't easy, that's for sure. Left side pass out of the reach of Amari Cooper. No problem, but obviously that falls second place to the Packers-Bears Week 1 simulation highlight video from this year, which has more than double the views of that, which was a really awesome video, especially for you Bears fans. Week 1 didn't quite pan out to be that good. What's good, Chiefs fan? Back to start beef. Second out of 10, left side pass incomplete. Flacco a little bit off his game. 2 seed in both your fantasy leagues. W. I think I'm a 6 seed in one, a 5 in the other, and a 2 seed with a bye in my third league. And I'm not in the playoffs in my other one. But in our MSG league, I think I'm going to move on, which is a pretty cool thing. No, actually, I'm the 2 seed in this MSG league as well. Left side pass out of the reach of Elijah Moore. Flacco had him, too. Average A-Rod Hail Mary. Yep. Yes, indeed. So Bojorquez will punt. See if he can pin the Bears inside of their own 10-yard line, which he does nicely, all the way back to the 5. Chicago starts from there. See if the Browns defense can make a game-changing play. Bears fans, probably not going to be a whole lot at Browns Stadium. Cleveland usually has good attendance, but they do travel pretty well. Up by 21 here. Not a lot of people expected this. Close game, low-scoring game is expected tomorrow. First down at 10 from the 5, Fields. In the I formation with a handoff to Foreman up the middle. Finding a crease to pick up 3.5 yards, called 4. Turn the button off. Possibly. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with the tackle. One of the best linebackers this season, Chet. He is 3rd right now, I believe, in tackles for loss with 16 or 14, something around there. Playing on another offseason series. I'll consider it, but Zadarius Smith gets a big-time sack, pinning the Bears down to the 1. I mean, I'll consider it, maybe. It didn't get a lot of traction over this past summer. And quite honestly, I just kind of got my own way and was very inconsistent with it, but I'll see if I can make maybe some Ultimate Team content during that break. Or maybe some franchise if you guys would be interested in that. Fields from his own end zone. Looking to escape, and he will fire out of bounds. Normally that would be intentional grounding and a safety, but this is Madden. No need to worry about that. Bears will take about a minute off the clock and punt. Yeah, the latter was it was more of an experiment than anything else. Kind of boring to stream, especially with the worst teams. But I can't say I made it through that series. Return taken here across midfield. All the way up to the 41. Browns should score from this position. Needing a touchdown to bounce back into this one. Flacco emerges from the sidelines, ready to go. Big week of football coming up for us, chat. And I am now 3-0 in my predictions this week. Good start to the week for me. First and 10. Flacco's going to take a read option again. I don't know why this is still in the playbook. He's going to pick up 2. Lions back in possession from their 37-yard line in real life. Both teams are yet to score, still 0-0 there. Hoping for a one-pride Lions victory. Flacco from the Bears' 39-yard line. Facing another 4-man rush. Right side, has an open man. It's a first down, Marquise Goodwin. He is a speedster. Going to have him back out of concussion protocol. Jalen Johnson, who had the interception, is also going to pick up his 3rd tackle. So the Browns have a new set of downs from the 27. Flacco. Right side. Caught at the 21-yard line. A gain of 6 more. Good one. Slowly turning into Joe Flacco's favorite wide receiver. His 3rd catch today. Well, a touchdown here would make things pretty interesting, Chad. I'm not going to lie. This game is not as over as it may seem. 2nd and 4 from the 21. Flacco dropping back to pass. Has the underneath route. He will take it. Caught by Bryant. And that is going to gain somehow no yards. Yeah, wait a minute. How was he just ruled out at the 21? He easily caught that at the 19. What a terrible spot there by the officials. Upon the replay, really curious. Oh, no, they called it incomplete. That's why. Didn't get his feet down, apparently, is what they're saying. That's understandable. 3rd and 4 on the way from the 21. Flacco. Left side to the end zone. Over the shoulder catch is made at the 2. Elijah Moore. Beautifully placed football by Joe Flacco. Wow. Beautiful throw there from Flacco. See if the Browns can punch it in. From the 2. 4 to the right. Gets the handoff up the middle. Touchdown Browns. They're right back in it. Far from over. It is a 2-score game late in the 3rd. Whole lot of football still to be played. Extra point for Hopkins, up and good. 28-14. Putting eggs off in the playoffs, that couldn't have been more destined to happen. All right. Jamison Williams for the first down reception. Lions to the 39-yard line of Detroit. 7:50 to play in the first quarter. Still 0-0 over there on NFL Network. Love having NFL football on Saturday. Even if it is just a game every 3 hours, it is still football. And you love to see it. Well, this could get interesting. Down the stretch of this 3rd quarter. Return will be taken from the 2-yard line. And this one is not going to be quite as good or efficient as the last couple. Bears take over from their own 24. And yeah, Chili, honestly, you got to be feeling really good about your team. The best it's ever been, honestly. The Chili Eggs Off match in the playoffs is going to feed families, I must say. On to 1st and 10 from the 24. Browns fans right back into it. Dante Foreman up the middle. Brought down by Taki. Gain of 2. Fantasy playoffs looking awesome in both leagues. Well, I'm not sure what the G League's looking like, but I'm definitely loving it over here. Mateo gets the 1 seed. He came out of nowhere to pick that one up. I stumbled down the stretch the last couple weeks. Call me the 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Fields going to take a read option. Cuts back up the middle. Had space to the outside, but he breaks a tackle anyways. And he's brought down at the 40. Protected the football and picked up the first down. Chiefs fan, the amount of times I've heard that said on broadcast is unreal. But I mess with it. Bears keep the clock moving and the sticks moving. Fields, left side, first down. DJ Moore breaking a tackle And forward progress up to the 48. Should take us to the fourth quarter. Bears driving up by 14. Myles Garrett yet to get in the stat sheet. He's been held in check so far today. See if the Bears want to run one more play. Don't have to. And they will. Handoff Foreman up the middle. And as I say that, we get Garrett in the stat sheet with a penalty marker down. This is going to be an offensive hold, yes. On Braxton Jones, Browns will likely accept it and take us to the fourth quarter. See how the rest of this one goes. First and 19 after the hold. Fields takes a read option, fools Myles Garrett this time, but a nice tackle is made off the edge. And a gain of 2. Ronnie Hickman, the Buckeye, who will be starting in place of the injured Grant Delpit, who was just signed to a 3-year, $36 million contract on the morning he was put on IR. Second and 17 on Fields going empty. Browns rush forward, Garrett dropping in coverage. Fields chased out of the pocket, hit hard. Jordan Elliott on the 9-yard sack. And all of a sudden, we'll see what can happen the rest of these couple plays. It's definitely far from over. 3rd and 26. Browns defense looking to force a turnover. Fields down the middle. It is incomplete, stops the clock as well. So many things that happen so I can be the one to see the playoffs. Story of it all. Well, Gill will punt here for Chicago. Disappointing drive. The Browns have quite a bit of time as well. And a fair catch called, 4th and 19. Now my chat's not even loading. Brilliant. Let's see if I can get this reconnected. Probably going to have to switch internets. That'll play. No worries. We will manage. But all the Browns have to do is score before the 2-minute warning, and that'll give them at least 8 chances to tie this game. Flacco, play action. Left side, caught. Elijah Moore out of bounds, gain of 6. Browns could be on the comeback. That is an absolute possibility. Dodgers Ravens Super Bowl rematch of an exact decade. I would love to see it personally. I don't want the Ravens in the Super Bowl, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. 2nd and 4, Flacco. Deep down the right side he goes, and a wide open Jerome Ford. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And the Browns are back. What a throw from Flacco. Right in stride. Jalen Johnson getting cooked on that same route for the 2nd time today. And this game has come full circle. Hopkins on for a crucial extra point. It is up, and it's good. Bears' lead has been trimmed down to just 7. Wow. Well, the Bears will get the ball back, but the way the Browns defense is playing, chances are Flacco will get at least one more shot to tie this game and take us to overtime. What a game, chat. Hopkins on for the kick. Return taken from the 4. Out to the 24. Burning a couple extra seconds off the clock as well. As long as you don't get another holding call, I like that. What's good, EG Pro? I feel like this could happen tomorrow. I hope this doesn't happen tomorrow. But I suppose anything is possible in the grand scheme of things. A punt, fumble, punt, another punt. I am tracking that right next to me. Trying to keep tabs on that while we stream this game. Chicago with a massive drive coming up here. Starting with a handoff to Foreman to the right side. Good stiff arm, and he picks up 5. Any given Sunday. It's true. That is absolutely true. I mean, think about it. 10 weeks ago, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens. Anything is possible. 2nd and 5. Fields, read option. This time, Anthony Walker reads it perfectly, and it is 3rd and 5. Browns looking for one more huge defensive stop. Be happy the Steelers lost? Oh, I'm very happy. On a 3rd and 5. 3.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Fields, back to pass. Down the middle, intercepted! Anthony Walker at the 34-yard line as Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That time in coverage, and the Browns defense doing what they've done all season long. J.O.K., one of the best in the game right now, with a beautiful interception looking for Darnell Mooney. And the Browns are in business at the Bears 34. Ten-second timeout. That's remarkable. That's just a slap on the wrist. I love it. First Bears turnover. Couldn't have come at a bigger time. Browns with all the momentum. Flacco down the middle, incomplete. Overthrows Njoku. 2019 Jameis Winston, I like that. 10-second timeouts. It's outrageous. All right. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Flacco. Good protection. Down the middle to the end zone. Touchdown, Amari Cooper. The comeback is complete. Wow. This really is quite the game to come back to. Joe Flacco is elite, chat, whether you like it or not. Touchdown number 3 on the day. Extra point is up and good, and we are tied. 7-0 Browns early on. 28 unanswered from the Bears. 21 unanswered from the Browns. But still a lot of time for anybody to win this game. Wow. Quite the game, chat. Remarkable to say the least. Take your chances. Through. Hopkins on for the kickoff. Cleveland, as you can see with that bar at the top of your screen, all of the momentum. Return is taken just past the 20-yard line, up to the 21. And at this point, it is a big-time uphill battle for the Chicago Bears, playing a great Browns defense. Couldn't hold their lead long enough. And now they have to go the length of the field and at least try to take the lead back with a field goal. Two backs in the backfield for Fields on 1st and 10. Handoff Foreman up the middle, and he is going to roll forward to pick up 3. His 9th carry of the day. Another punt by the Denver Broncos, still 0-0. Lions will start their, I believe, 4th drive from the Detroit 20. 2nd and 7, clock continuing to tick here. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Fields, good protection, right side pass, incomplete, one to Cole Kmet. And you can tell he's just off his game right now. And the dog pound getting loud, realizing the stakes of this game and how important this could be to pave a path to the playoffs for the 2nd time in 4 seasons. Fields going empty. Myles Garrett looking for that first sack today. Can he find it here? Fields, right side quickly, incomplete, batted down, Denzel Ward. And the Browns will get the ball back. Another Bears 3 and out. And slowly, they are starting to lose their grip on this game. Trenton Gill from his own 10. With a pretty good boot through this one. Returnable from the 32. Taking left side, Elijah Moore up to the 39-yard line, and Joe Flacco comes out with a chance to win it for the second week in a row at home. This has been a wonderful game. Sweat strip sack could happen. Could break the momentum. It would be big time. Already happened once today. Flacco looking for another legacy drive. Hands off to Jerome Ford with an instep, picks up 2. And that very well may take us to the 2-minute warning. My goodness, what a game this has been so far. Fireworks. Something we don't say too often in Madden football. But it's true. Brown's going to run one more play before the 2-minute warning here. Second, Nate Flacco. Hands it off to Ford again, and he's going nowhere. TJ Edwards is going to get injured on the play. So we'll see if they run the clock. I don't know that they will with 2:01 to go. Might be strategic to go down with an injury to help with the 2-minute warning, and honestly, it's going to pay to be beneficial. Browns have to run another play. How about a screen pass left side? Elijah Moore cutting inside, going to be close, and he's got the first by mere inches. Sim's going to be better in the games tomorrow, probably. That was as close as it got, but man, the extra push there. The big boys up front, and the Browns have a first down at the 2-minute warning. Nick Harris, the backup center, yet to have a bad snap today. See if he can keep it up. First and 10, Flacco. Right side. Caught on the sideline. David Njoku. The Browns are in field goal range. Blockers carry, they did on that one. They absolutely did. Wow. Stopping the clock with 1:50 after the out-of-bounds exit. Joe Flacco still throwing the football. Pressure coming down the middle. Jerome Ford through a tackle inside the red zone to the 17. 15 in the chat, let's go. Jerome Ford, 3 catches, 129 yards, 2 total touchdowns. Have yourself a day, Jerome Ford. Interested to see if the Bears will start to take timeouts here. You would imagine probably. Flacco, handoff, Ford, right side, looking for the edge. He's got it, and a touchdown, making 3 on the day. And the Browns have a lead in the 4th quarter. It is Luigi Guy. I said it at halftime, I believe. 21 points is the biggest deficit faced at a sim. And if this game is a representation of the season, adversity and fighting through it, resilience has been the name of this team. Extra point up and good from Hopkins with a penalty marker down. Could be roughing the kicker, and it is. So that'll be enforced on the kickoff, which is really going to benefit the Browns because they don't have to worry about a return, which they have given one of those up already today. It has been quite the comeback. Bears choked in typical Bears fashion. Happened against the Lions a handful of weeks ago, and it will likely continue here. And a first 0-0. Lions have a first and 10 at the Detroit 48-yard line in real life. All right. Kickoff from midfield, obviously going out of the back of the end zone through the uprights. Wow. All right, Chili. Let the man speak a little bit. Let him breathe at the very least. I can't even see my chat anymore. All right, Fields looking to make a statement drive, and finally Myles Garrett gets home for the first time today. And it comes at a big, big time. Wow. Bears seem a little bit too comfortable given how much time's on the clock. They roll with the no huddle. It's just not looking good. Garrett off the edge again. Fields deep down the middle, incomplete. Chili, you realize I can see that it's your name when you do it, right? Sim sucks a 2-minute drill. Yeah, they really do. But to be fair, I'm not going to be a chooser. I mean, you can beg about what's good and what's bad, but this has been a great, great sim. Fields here, rolling, throwing on the run. It's caught and inbounds. Bears will be first to board a timeout. 4th and 11 upcoming. Man, this has been a ridiculous game. Bears have an 8% chance, actually, which is remarkable. 4th and 11, this is your ball game. Justin Fields, back to pass. Myles Garrett with the hit, and it's intercepted down the middle for good measure. This time it is Anthony Walker. And the Cleveland Browns complete the biggest comeback in simulation history. The combination of Garrett forcing the wobbly pass right into the hands of Anthony Walker, forcing Justin Fields' second INT of the day, and the Browns 3 kneel downs away from a big, big win. Wow. Wow. He's just faking the Bears will win tomorrow, says Cameron Archer. Joe Flacco, back-to-back wins at home. Bears are going to burn timeouts. It doesn't matter. This game belongs to the Browns. Wow. Well, I do feel pretty good about that one. Worth the sponsorship fee. I hope it was. I hope everybody in chat enjoyed this one from start to finish. You got everything you wanted. You got offensive scores, defensive scores, special team scores, fireworks. Probably one of the highest scoring games I think we've seen all season. And this wasn't even on arcade mode. This was straight up simulation. Even Madden knows that Joe Flacco is elite, chat. Game was, in fact, epic. Wow. Indeed, Browns scored 28 unanswered, all in the second half to complete the 21-point comeback. They win it in regulation. Browns 35, Bears 28. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Glad to be back here streaming. And I'll try to see you guys for Ravens 49ers here in a couple of weeks. Appreciate it. Go enjoy the Browns.